Hey everyone, this is Z from CustomsByZ.com. I'm going to run through a quick tutorial this evening for you on the way I apply decals to figures. I've been asked multiple times via email, PM, Facebook to kind of show my technique. I've actually been doing this for a number of years, way back when I started doing sports figures. A lot of the sports figures are very decal heavy because of uniforms. One of them you can see here. This is a Cal Ripken retirement figure I did a long time ago. Everything you see here, the Orioles logo, the number 8, the little patches, even the stripe down the leg, along with his name and number, those are all decals applied to the figure. It's actually a really easy technique. I'm going to show you how I do one on a Masterpiece Soundwave commission I'm working on. So first thing, like I always do, tools you need. X-Acto knife, tweezers, decal setting solution. I use Solvaset. One of the best. What this does is it actually melts the decal to a degree and it helps it conform into ridges. So that's good stuff. A cup of water. I also use a little pipette. That's about it. Those are the tools that I need. So what I'm going to do is show you how I apply these. First thing you want to do is you have your decals printed out. Basically what I like to do is I like to cut with my X-Acto knife as close to the actual image as possible. Basically that allows you to have less decal paper on your custom, especially in areas that you need to bend and flex around. So there's an example of one of them cut out real close. I already have some assembled over here that I'm going to show. This is basically Soundwave's knee decal, or knee decoration, if you want to say. It's going to go right here on the figure. So basically what I do now is I take my little pipette, I dip it in my water, and about 10 or so drops of water out on my desk. My desk has got a waterproof coating over top of it, so it's actually pretty strong. And then I take my Solvaset and I do the same thing. I just drop a little bit of that on my desk. Some people will actually paint the figure with that. I don't like doing that just from the off chance that it melts the paint. So I just leave it on my desk like that. You don't need a lot of it. So basically all you do is you take your decal, drop it in your water. I let it sit there for maybe 10 seconds. Take it out. I dab it off on a paper towel and I'll let it sit for a little bit. You let it sit for a little bit to help the glue kind of soften on the back of the coating. That way it'll slide off real easy. And I'll actually show you that in a few seconds. I don't know if it's going to come off right now. Yep, see, there you go. See how it's kind of slid off the backing. So now what I do is I grab it real quick. I do a real quick dip in the Solvaset, and it'll actually start to melt it if you don't get that on fast. So what I do is I just lay it right on top. Make sure to center it with my tweezers. Like so. Okay. Now, what some people will do is they'll take a little bit of a little brush or so and kind of just brush out the air pockets. Make sure it's a dry brush. You don't want to have a wet brush because you can actually pull the decal, which I did a little tiny bit there. I'll fix it. Another thing you do after this is, and this is just my technique, I take my finger, I dip it in the water real light, and I kind of just press the edges out. And what that does is it smooths it. Why I didn't use water on the brush is because the bristles can actually grab the decal, especially when it's softening. That's basically it. I don't touch it for a good hour or so, let it dry, and then I clear coat it. Usually I like to do a brush on clear coat, and then I will spray everything with a dull coat to give it the dull effect. But that's pretty much it. There's not that much to it. It does take some practice, especially when you're using clear decal paper. If stuff is really, really thin, if you don't transfer it from the paper to the object really quick, it can fold up on you and then you have to start all over. So as always, if you have any questions, get in touch with me through procustomizers.com, through my Facebook page, or you can email me at info@customsbyz.com. Keep an eye out. I'm going to do hopefully a panel lining tutorial in the next day or so. That'll be another real quick one. And look for the pictures of this Soundwave commission hopefully in the next day or so too. Thanks.